What do you think about the power of words? Can we influence our experience through words? So if we just say what is good for us and others, what is helpful and what we want to experience, avoid negative conversations, criticism and compliment, does this actually change our reality? Thank you for your answer. Yeah, for sure. I think so. Because often your words have energy behind them. So if you're with somebody that's really negative and hateful, then you begin to pick up on it more than likely. And also if you're in a negative and hateful mood and then you keep engaging with that with words, then it will more than likely push you more into that state. So yeah, words do have power. But it's more because the words that we choose often reflect our internal mood. It's the way in which we're describing things. There's something more than likely in the Bible about this, the power of words. Because I do believe it is words which created separation originally. So when Eve ate the apple of knowledge and got chucked out of Eden, and it was because she became aware of her own nakedness, and it's the apple of knowledge. So when she begins to speak and to be able to communicate and think, whereas opposed to a boar or a dog that is just totally immersed in what it's doing, it has no ability to think about itself. It's just doing what it's doing. Whereas Eve eats the apple of knowledge, she begins to think about herself and she realizes that she is a body and that she's naked, and that's when she gets kicked out of Eden. So words have a huge power. So it's our ability to think and to speak, I believe, that created the initial separation. Because you began to think about yourself. I am Eve. I have a body. I'm naked. People can see my nakedness. I just stuck my finger in an inappropriate place and I am ashamed. I just stuck it up my nose or in my mouth. I stuck it up my nose, had a little pick, and then put it in the mouth. What do other people think of me? Whereas the dog, it's like, well, it doesn't really pick its nose, but if it does have a runny nose, if it has a cold, it's just like, it's got a longer tongue though, so you have to imagine it like licking its nose and licking it all up. I mean, Khaleesi, she's sick, and then she goes for it, she tries to eat it back down again. She licks her ass in front of everyone, her vagina. She seems to experience some type of discomfort when you watch her and she's pooping. So if you've ever experienced a dog pooping, it sort of hunches its butt back like this, and then it looks at you like... And so I always interpret that she would rather I looked away. But most probably that's my human interpretation and isn't true. So when we began to become self-conscious, so we began to be able to name ourselves, like I am a human and there is a tree I'm in relationship to. And then our concepts of good and bad, and I'm good because I have clothes on and I don't stick fingers in inappropriate places. And then in the mouth, and I'm a good person, and that person is bad because they stick their finger in an appropriate place and then flick it. Flick it, which is very bad. Eaters are a lot more considerate. Sorry, Roland, I get the sense that you're quite a refined gentleman from your picture. You look like you are into business, and then I'm sitting there talking about picking my nose. It's the way it happens, Roland. My apologies.